Have you ever caught yourself thinking, maybe falling is just a part of getting older? You're not alone. That thought has passed through the minds of so many people over 60. It seems like once we pass a certain age, slips and stumbles just become normal. But here's the truth. Falling isn't inevitable, and it certainly doesn't have to define your life. At Elderly Active Living, we believe that aging doesn't mean surrendering your safety or your independence. Yes, our bodies change as we get older, but with just a few smart adjustments to your habits and surroundings, you can take control and walk with confidence again. No, you don't need to become a gym rat or do intense workouts. This is about simple, meaningful shifts in your everyday life that can make a world of difference. So, why do so many falls happen in the first place? Often, it's not because of one big mistake. It's a slow build-up of small changes, weakened muscles, a bit of stiffness, maybe some clutter in the hallway, or the habit of looking down while walking. All of these things add up. But here's the good news. The very same way these habits sneak in quietly, you can unlearn them just as gently. We'll walk through it all together, from how your posture impacts your balance, to what small changes in your home can reduce risks. And more importantly, we'll talk about how to make those changes feel natural and doable. Imagine what it would feel like to get up in the morning, stand tall, and walk without fear, to go for a stroll in the park, or make your way through the grocery store without gripping the cart like it's your lifeline. That freedom is still possible. It starts with awareness. It grows with small, intentional actions, and before long, it becomes your new normal. This video is your first step, a guide to helping you take back control, one confident step at a time. We're going to cover the real reasons why falls happen, the myths that might be holding you back, and the practical, day-to-day things you can do to stay steady, strong, and safe. And hey, if you find something in this video that resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, leave a comment below, and make sure to follow Elderly Active Living so you don't miss the upcoming parts in this series. We're building a community here, one that believes growing older can also mean growing stronger, wiser, and more empowered. You don't have to accept falling as your future. Together, let's write a different story. Let's begin. Part 1. The hidden dangers in how you walk. Have you ever thought about how much your walking style says about your health? Most of us don't. We get up, move around, do our chores, and we don't think twice about how we're doing it. But here's the thing. Tiny changes in the way you walk, ones that sneak in slowly over the years, could be quietly putting you at risk of falling. And falls? They're not just bruises and embarrassment. They can steal your independence, your confidence, and in some cases, even your life. Let's pause and think about this for a moment. Has anyone ever told you that you're dragging your feet a little more than usual? Do you find yourself looking down at the ground with every step, like you're expecting something to go wrong? That kind of carefulness may seem smart, but it might be your body telling you it's not feeling steady. Here at Elderly Active Living, we've heard these concerns from so many in our community. And what we've learned is that falls often start long before the fall itself. They start with small shifts that most people miss. Let's look at 6 red flags that could mean your walking style is putting you at greater risk than you think. First, dragging your feet. It might feel like you're just tired, but this could signal that the muscles in your legs or hips aren't as strong as they used to be. That little shuffle increases your chances of tripping over rugs, door thresholds, or even your own shoes. Second, keeping your eyes locked on the floor. This posture throws your balance off because it shifts your weight forward and limits your ability to spot obstacles ahead. You may think you're playing it safe, but in reality, you're making your body work harder to stay upright. Third, short, stiff steps, like you're tiptoeing through the world. That's often your brain's way of saying, "I'm not confident." But this cautious walk can actually make you less stable by preventing your body from moving naturally. Fourth, hunched shoulders and stiff arms. Your arms are meant to swing while you walk. It's how your body stays balanced. If they're glued to your sides or your shoulders are tense, you're putting extra stress on your back and neck while also hurting your coordination. Fifth, relying on furniture or walls to move through your home. We see this all the time. It feels safer, but it's actually a warning sign. You're using objects for balance because your body isn't fully supporting itself. And if one of those objects gives way, it's a recipe for disaster. And sixth, avoiding uneven ground. Gravel paths, stairs, or narrow sidewalks might now seem off limits. If you're steering clear of them, it could mean you've already lost trust in your balance and that fear keeps shrinking your world. Now, here's the crucial part. If you recognize 2 or more of these signs in yourself, your risk of falling is much higher than average. Button, this is important. It's not too late to change. Just knowing what to look for is a powerful first step. You don't need to be a physical therapist or a fitness buff. You just need awareness and a few small adjustments. And that's exactly what we'll explore next. How to retrain your body, build strength, and walk with confidence again. Part 2. 5 simple adjustments that make walking safer and stronger. Now that you know how small changes in your walking style can increase your fall risk, let's talk about how to fix them. Because the good news is, it doesn't take a big transformation. You don't need to join a gym or follow a complex training plan. What you do need are 5 simple habits, little adjustments you can practice every single day to help your body feel more stable, more confident, and more in control. Let's start with the top of your body and work our way down. First, your head. Imagine a string pulling you gently upward from the crown of your head, like a puppet being lifted by invisible hands. That image alone can help you straighten your spine and center your balance. Keep your chin slightly tucked and let it jut forward and make sure your head stays aligned right above your shoulders. This position naturally brings your body into better posture, which is the foundation for safe movement. Second, your shoulders. Let them relax. We carry so much tension in our shoulders without even realizing it. You might be holding them up near your ears or hunching forward without meaning to. Try this. Take a deep breath, then slowly exhale and let your shoulders drop down and back. Think of opening your chest like you're standing tall and proud. A relaxed upper body allows your arms to move freely, and that brings us to our third point. Third, your arm swing. Your arms aren't just passengers on your body, they're part of your balance system. When you walk, they should swing gently in rhythm with your legs. When your left leg steps forward, your right arm swings forward, and vice versa. This cross-body movement keeps your torso stable and helps your brain coordinate your balance. If your arms are stiff or held too close to your body, you're missing out on a natural stabilizer. Fourth, your feet. The way your foot hits the ground matters more than most people realize. Each step should follow a smooth, natural motion. Your heel touches down first, then you roll through the arch of your foot, and finally push off with your toes. This helps engage all the right muscles in your legs and distributes your weight evenly with each step. And here's a tip. Try to keep your feet about hip width apart. Not too close, not too wide. This creates a solid base of support for every stride. Fifth, your eyes. It might feel safer to look at your feet while you walk, especially if you've had a scare or a near fall. But looking down too much can throw off your posture and limit your ability to see what's ahead. Instead, keep your gaze forward, toward where you're going. Your eyes are part of your balance system too. When they scan your path ahead of time, your brain can process upcoming changes like a step, a crack in the sidewalk, or a patch of slippery flooring, and your body can adjust before it's too late. Now, I'll be honest. Practicing all 5 of these habits at once might feel a little awkward at first. That's completely normal. But with consistency, even just a few minutes a day, they become second nature. You'll notice yourself walking taller, breathing easier, and feeling more steady with every step. At Elderly Active Living, we believe in these small steps because they lead to big change. Walking isn't just about moving your body, it's about moving forward in life with confidence. And when your body feels balanced, your mind follows. Stick with me, because in the next section, we'll go one step further. Simple, effective exercises you can do at home to build strength and support your new walking habits. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Part 3. 5 gentle exercises to boost balance and prevent falls. So now that you're starting to walk with better posture, more confidence, and a stronger stride, what comes next? It's time to build the foundation that supports those good habits. And that foundation? It's your strength and balance. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to drop and do push-ups. What I'm talking about are 5 gentle, beginner-friendly exercises you can do right at home. No fancy gym, no complicated equipment, just you, a chair, maybe a hallway, and a few minutes a day. Let's go through them one by one. Exercise 1. 1. Leg balance behind a chair. Stand behind a sturdy chair and hold the backrest with both hands. Slowly lift one foot off the ground and try to balance on the other. No need to lift high, just an inch or 2 is fine. Hold for about 10-15 seconds. Then switch legs. Repeat 3 to 4 times on each side. Why it works. This exercise trains your ankle, hip, and core muscles, all of which are essential for keeping you upright when walking, turning, or catching yourself if you stumble. Over time, you'll notice yourself becoming more stable, even when standing in place. Exercise 2. Heel to toe, walk in a straight line. Find a clear space like a hallway. Walk in a straight line by placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of your other foot, like you're walking on a tightrope. Take 10-15 slow steps. Use a wall or countertop for light support if needed. Why it works. This helps train your coordination and teaches your body how to move in narrow spaces or on uneven surfaced, 2 common challenges that can lead to stumbles if you're not ready. Exercise 3. High knee marching in place. Stand tall, again behind a chair for support if needed. Begin slowly marching in place. Lift each knee as high as feels comfortable, aim for about hip level. Alternate legs and go for 15-20 reps per side. Why it works. This strengthens the front of your thighs and hips and reminds your body how to lift your feet properly while walking. It's especially helpful for people who tend to shuffle or drag their feet, because that's a major trip hazard we want to eliminate. Exercise 4. Heel and toe raises. Stand with your feet about hip width apart, hands resting lightly on the back of a chair. Slowly lift your heels so you're on the balls of your feet. Hold for 2 or 3 seconds. Then lower your heels and lift your toes so only your heels stay grounded. Hold again. Repeat this full cycle 10-15 times. Why it works. This wakes up the muscles in your calves, ankles, and feet muscles that are responsible for balance recovery when you slip or step unevenly. It also helps improve circulation and reduces foot fatigue. Exercise 5. Mindful walking practice. Now it's time to put it all together. Choose a quiet hallway or path in your home. Begin walking slowly, but intentionally. Focus on each step. Heel first. Roll through the middle of your foot. push off with your toes. Let your arms swing naturally. Keep your eyes forward. Relax your shoulders. Breathe evenly. Do this for 2-3 minutes. Why it works. This isn't just physical, it's mental training too. It reinforces all the good habits you're building. The more you practice this kind of walking, the more second nature it becomes. You don't have to do all 5 exercises in one session. In fact, just picking 1 or 2 and sticking with them consistently can create noticeable improvements. What matters most is that you make these movements a part of your day, even if it's only for 5 minutes. We believe in movement that's meaningful, not extreme. These simple exercises are like tuning a musical instrument. They help your body play in harmony again. They remind your brain that you're capable, coordinated, and strong. Coming up next, we'll explore how better walking and balance habits can actually help reduce pain and boost energy in your daily life. Stick around because you're just getting started on a better path. Part 4. The surprising benefits. Less pain, more energy. Now, here's something most people don't expect. From just walking differently and doing a few gentle exercises, you might start to feel better than you have in a long time. Less pain, more energy. And I don't just mean a little boost, I'm talking about real, noticeable change. Let's break it down. When you walk the right way head up, shoulders relaxed, arms swinging naturally, feet rolling heel to toe, your body starts to work with you instead of against you. See, many older adults experience daily pain in their knees, hips, or lower back, and often it's not because of some big injury. It's simply from years of poor posture and bad walking habits that put too much strain on the joints. Think about it like this. If your muscles are weak or your posture is off, your joints have to take the load. That means your knees and hips end up doing all the heavy lifting. Over time, that causes inflammation, pain, and wear and tear in places that were never meant to carry that burden alone. But here's the good news. You can take the pressure off. When your body is aligned properly, every step distributes your weight evenly. Your spine supports your upper body, your core muscles stay gently engaged, your knees stop locking, your hips stop overcompensating, and as a result, pain starts to fade. Many people don't realize this at first. But after a week or 2 of walking more intentionally, they find themselves standing taller, moving more freely, and saying things like, my back doesn't ache as much anymore, or I made it through the grocery store without needing a break. That's not magic. That's your body breathing a sigh of relief. Now let's talk energy. When your posture is off, you're constantly fighting gravity. That drains your energy fast. You're using muscles the wrong way, clenching in places that should be relaxed, and burning more effort with every single step. But when your movements are smooth and aligned, suddenly you're not wasting energy. You're reclaiming it. Your circulation improves, more oxygen flows to your muscles and brain. Your breathing becomes deeper and more efficient. Your joints move freely without stiffness or resistance. All of that adds up to something wonderful. Stamina. You'll notice you're not as winded climbing the stairs. You'll feel like taking a longer walk. You might even get through an entire afternoon without needing a nap hand, not because you forced it, but because your body's running more efficiently. It's like fixing the alignment on a car. When the wheels are straight and balanced, the ride is smoother and the engine works better. Same goes for you. At Elderly Active Living, we don't just want you to avoid falls. We want you to enjoy walking again, to feel the strength in your steps, to trust your body to carry you where you want to go without pain, without fatigue, and with the kind of energy that makes you want to say yes to life again. In the next part, we'll bust some of the biggest myths that keep people from trying in the first place, because your age does not define your limits. Stick with us. You're not just learning to walk better, you're walking into a better life. Part 5. 3 harmful myths that need to go. Let's take a moment to talk about something that holds a lot of people back, not their age, not their health, but what they believe about aging. Because the truth is, most of us aren't limited by our bodies. We're limited by old stories we've been told. So today, here at Elderly Active Living, we're calling out the 3 biggest myths that steal our confidence, delay our healing, and make us think, this is just how it is now. Let's clear the air. 1. I'm too old to improve. This one? It's everywhere. People in their 60s, 70s, 87, 90s say it out loud or quietly think it to themselves. I missed my chance. I waited too long. It's too late now. But listen closely, your body is still listening to you. Muscles can still grow stronger. Joints can still become more flexible. Balance can still improve. Yes, it might take longer than it did when you were 30, but your body hasn't given up on you. In fact, countless studies show that older adults who practice just a few minutes of balance and strength exercises each day start to notice real results in just weeks. Imagine that weeks, not years. Progress is possible. You are not too old, not even close. 2. If I need a cane, I've failed. Oh, this one stings, doesn't it? It taps into pride, into independence, into the fear of becoming that person who needs help. But here's a reframe. Using a cane isn't giving up, it's being smart. It's saying, I'm going to protect myself while I build strength. It's saying, I care about my safety. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. And guess what? Many people who start exercising consistently find that they rely less on their cane over time. They may still use it in crowded places or on uneven sidewalks, but not because they need to, because they choose to. There's no shame in support. Support helps you go further. 3. Falling is just a normal part of aging. This is perhaps the most dangerous myth of all. Yes, it's true that fall risk increases with age, but that doesn't mean it's inevitable. Falls don't happen just because someone turns 75. They happen because of things we can change, like weak muscles, poor posture, unsafe lighting, slippery rugs, or bad habits. That means most falls are preventable. And if something is preventable, then it's not normal. It's just something we haven't addressed yet. And that's why you're here. That's why we're walking through these videos together. To bust myths, to replace fear with facts, to remind you that you're still capable, still powerful, still in control. We believe the truth sets you free, and these truths, they give you your steps back. They give you hope. So if you've been holding on to any of these myths, I invite you gently, lovingly to let them go. You don't need them anymore. Because better balance, stronger steps, and a safer home, they're not dreams, they're your next chapter. And in the next part, we'll talk about something many people overlook, the hidden risks inside your own home, and how just a few simple changes can turn it into a safe haven. Let's keep going. You've got this. Part 6. Transforming your home into a safe haven. Now that we've talked about mindset and movement, let's turn our attention to something just as important: your home environment. You see, even the strongest legs and best balance habits can't fully protect you if your surroundings are working against you. The truth is, most falls happen inside the home and not outside, and often they come from small, everyday things we've gotten so used to, we stop noticing them. That's why today, Elderly Active Living is inviting you to take a fresh look at your space, no with judgment, but with love, because your home should support your every step, not put it at risk. Let's go room by room and see what we can do. starting with the simplest fixes that make the biggest difference. First, loose rugs. They may look cozy. They may even hold sentimental value, but curled edges, slick undersides, and shifting corners, they're a tripping hazard waiting to happen. You don't have to throw them away. Just make sure they're Securajuice non-slip pads, double-sided rug tape, or consider replacing them with grippy mats designed for safety. Next up, cords. Extension cords stretched across the floor are like invisible traps, especially in low light. Try rerouting them along the wall, securing them with clips, or investing in cordless options where possible. Speaking of lightlets, brighten things up. Dim hallways, staircases, or bathrooms can be downright dangerous at night. Install brighter bulbs and place motion sensor nightlights along the path from your bed to the bathroom. These tiny lights cost just a few dollars, but they could save you from a nasty fall. Now, think about walkways. Is your path from the living room to the kitchen clear? How about from your bedroom to the bathroom? If you have to step over shoes, weave around laundry baskets, or slide past coffee tables, it's time to rearrange. Make sure your most traveled routes are wide, clutter-free, and allow you to move with ease even when carrying something, or when you're tired. Let's talk support bars. Do you have sturdy handrails on both sides of your staircase? What about grab bars in the bathroom, near the toilet, and inside the shower? These aren't just for people in rehab, they're for anyone who wants to feel confident and secure in their own space. They're discreet, affordable, and make all the difference. And don't forget slippery floors. Kitchens and bathrooms are especially risky. Non-slip mats, stick-on strips for your tub, and even rubber-backed rugs in front of the sink or stove can help ground your steps. Finally, make your home work for you. Keep everyday items your phone, glasses, remote, medications within easy reach. Avoid high cabinets or low drawers that force you to stretch, bend, or twist in awkward ways. And as a bonus tip, ask a friend, family member, or neighbor to do a safety walkthrough with you. A fresh pair of eyes can spot risks you might miss. Remember, your home should feel like your ally, not your obstacle. And every adjustment you make isn't just about preventing a fall, it's about giving yourself the freedom to move confidently, comfortably, and with peace of mind. You deserve a home that lifts you up, not holds you back, and the changes you make today, they'll keep you walking strong tomorrow. Up next, we'll talk about when and how to ask for help, especially if you're dealing with medical conditions or past falls. You're never alone in this journey. Let's keep going. One small step, a life-changing journey. If you've made it this far, take a moment and feel proud. You've just learned how to walk safer, move stronger, breathe calmer, and create a home that supports your every step. And here's the beautiful truth. You don't need to change everything overnight. You don't need to become someone new. You just need to start with one small shift, one new habit, one step taken with awareness instead of fear. When you put it all together, better walking form, a few simple daily exercises, a safe home, and a calm, confident mindset, the fear of falling starts to fade. And in its place, freedom. Freedom to move how you want, to live how you want, to feel steady, proud, and independent again. And that's what elderly active living is all about. We're not here to push you, we're here to walk with you. Because every time you take action, no matter how small, you're investing in a future where your body feels more like your own again. Where walking to the mailbox doesn't feel risky. Where you don't avoid your favorite store because of uneven parking lots. Where you greet each day with confidence, not caution. You have the power to change your story. You have the strength to reclaim your balance. You have the right to feel safe in your own skin and in your own home. So here's my gentle invitation. Start today. Pick one thing, maybe just mindful breathing before your next walk, and build from there. We'll be right here, cheering you on every step of the way. If this video spoke to you, even just one part of it, please share it with someone you care about. Subscribe to Elderly Active Living, because we're not just sharing advice. We're building a community of people who believe aging doesn't mean slowing down, it means walking forward with wisdom. You're not alone, you're not done growing, and your next step might be your strongest yet. See you in the next video.